Good morning, everybody. Pete Castellucci here, the Smoking Realtor. Hey, today I want to put out this information for people who are thinking about renting a property instead of buying or selling. They think it's a very simple process where you just fill out an application, and you get your home. It's really not. If you got to do it right and do it step by step to make sure the process is done smoothly and correctly, let me explain how this is done. In order to figure out basically what you can afford on a monthly rent, you would get your income, your monthly income times 3. Okay, that's basically how they do their theory on what you can afford for a rental property. Your upfront cost, you're going to have an app fee combined with a credit check fee. Average cost on that is about $50. And you have a deposit, which is usually your security deposit, which is usually about the same amount of the rent. So if you're renting a home at $1,500 a month, your security is going to be $1,500 a month, and then your first month's is going to be $1,500. Plus there might be some pet fees that might be involved. Just so you know, a lot of landlords don't like cats, and they don't want dogs that are over 40 pounds. Just to keep that in mind. When you're filling out your application, they're going to ask a lot of specific detailed information so they can get their app done right and correctly. You got to remember something, it's a big market out there right now, rentals, so there's a lot of competition. So you got to fill out and give as much detail as possible. Basic stuff is your last 2 pay stubs and your last 2 months of bank statements. But you also got to make copies of your driver's license so they know that you have a valid driver's license and you're in the state of Arizona. Part of the background check they're going to be looking for, believe it or not, a BK is okay, but not an eviction. When you're in the rental market, the eviction thing is a big no-no. A BK can happen from a lot of different things, and I've had it come from a lot of different angles from different people. Some people are coming off a divorce and there was a bankruptcy involved, but they've always paid their mortgage, or if they had the rent before, they always paid their rent on time. It's a big count. It's not just about your credit score. But the other thing about the credit that's going on right now is there's a startup thing that Experian has just started. And that you can now add your utilities in and raise your points up to 20 points because you've been paying your utilities on time. So it really helps. The other thing is, part of my team is Fairway Mortgage. They also have a system in place that will help you raise your credit. So in the 1-year time that you are paying your rent on time, building a relationship with the landlord, letting them know, Fairway will be helping you raise your credit score. It's also important that you do all this because if you do it right, in 1 year's time, you will be buying a home, which at that point would be very easy. When you sign the lease, you also got to remember to set up your utilities. It's part of the deposit you have to have ready, so you can get all your stuff going. So when you do move in, it'll be up and running for you. And the last thing you want to do before you go and take possession of the property is you want to do your walkthrough. You want to make sure and document and take pictures if there's anything you see that needs to be corrected, so it can be taken care of by the landlord before you move in, so you can't be held accountable. This is a step-by-step process that a professional will help you get through. I hope it's me. If you have any other questions, feel free to call me anytime. It's 623-208-3577. Thanks again, and have a great day.